In one of my past videos, I needed to include a clip of Stephen Colbert, and as most of my videos end up going, I usually spend most of my time looking for 10 seconds of a particular video. And as I wasn't sure exactly what video it was I needed, I had the unfortunate task of having to scrub through his YouTube channel looking for this one thing. But in the process of it, I noticed something. Once I found the video, I noticed he has apparently stopped saying Trump's actual name. And when they cut to a graphic of an article with Trump's name in it, it was censored out. And they even played a clip of Trump talking immediately after. But saying his name? Well, that's just a bridge too far. So this prompted me to do more digging, and yep, sure enough, there's clearly been a fatwa put out over Trump's name. They'll call him number 45, they'll call him the former president, they'll call him derogatory names like Job of the Gut. Even Jimmy Kimmel won't say it. I found one video from 3 months ago where he said Trump's actual name, and the title of their videos will have Trump in there, which is better than Stephen's show. I even looked up Rachel Maddow's show, and she's not saying his name either. Clearly, they all got the memo. Keep the Trump name out of your mouth. You can play minutes of him on end, but God forbid you say his actual real name. You see, they hate Trump because he represents a real threat. He's the physical embodiment of public dissent in opposition to their movement. But it's awful hard to make content without the guy around. They won the election, but they can't help but talk about him. You have to admit, he is a gold mine of entertainment, far more than Biden would be if they had the balls to do that sort of heresy. And when you're making an entertainment show, it's so tempting to pull up that juicy clip of Trump talking. They just can't help themselves. But unfortunately, they found themselves in a media blackout of Trump. That wasn't their decision. That came from higher up the chain. No Trump on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere on the internet. Even Pinterest and Spotify. Trump is such a danger to the country and to democracy itself that he can't even go on to Pinterest and learn how to make a blanket ladder while listening to whatever music it is that Trump likes. So this huge ban on Trump is the predicament that Stephen Colbert and his late-night group of useful idiots find themselves in. I also find the censorship itself as a strategy super confusing, and I'm not even sure what the point is. To the chagrin of the left and even some Republicans, Trump is running again in 2024, and there isn't a Trump supporter alive right now who won't back him. The movement never stopped when he lost. Everyone knows the election was a sham. And what's Biden doing out there to win over people to the left? So what is Colbert's long-term plan exactly? Trump runs for president, he has massive campaign rallies. I would say he does debates, but let's be real, I wonder if they'll even do that again. He could go on to win the presidency. He has the nuclear codes, but Stephen Colbert still censors his name out of his show, out of fear that his dumb late-night show that only other libs watch will grant Trump legitimacy, as if that is the dividing line between winning or losing. Trump was president, and there's not a soul alive who isn't aware of who he is, thanks in large part to how much free exposure and press he was given. And it's clear from the election numbers, the negative press didn't hurt him. He gained over 10 million new votes. So what is the point of not saying his name, beyond just being a sad and petty little theater dweeb? Censorship of Trump at this point is reminiscent of when the left kept saying, we need testing and tracing, even though that is a strategy you use at the beginning of a pandemic and not once the cat is out of the bag. Trump is out of the bag. He's the toothpaste out of the tube, and there's no going back now. Stephen can flail his little arms around and protest, even though his side won, and mock Trump all he wants, even though he won't say his name. But we all know Trump is here to stay.
Hey, Donald Trump is your president, if you like it or not. Keep the energy you had with Barack, cause you know this Trump train don't stop. Tell Beto to please come try to take my Glock. You wanna impeach him, I guess that's what you do when you can't beat him.
Anyways, that's all the time I have for today. If you like this video and type of content I'm making, consider giving this video a like or subscribing to the channel. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.